Afternoon to everyone. I'll try to be as brief as I can and let the experts speak in more detail. Just try to provide a bit of an overview of Serbia, the minerals and the coal opportunities in Serbia. I should just add before I proceed that I'm with the British Embassy in Belgrade and the Department for International Trade. Department for International Trade in Central Europe network. Serbia is one of the 10 markets that we operate within, and within those 10 markets, Serbia, Bulgaria, Bosnia, and Poland are part of the mining high-value campaign, meaning that we see mining sector in those 4 markets in particular as a high opportunity for UK supply chain. So just a bit of a context in terms of what we're doing here and what we're trying to achieve. So Serbia at a glance, it's a population of about 7.1 million. GDP growth has been picking up in the last few years. This year 2.5, next year should be over 3%. It's an EU candidate status country. It has been EU candidate as of 2013, and it's in a negotiation process for joining the European Union. Couple-hour flight, well, 2.5-hour flight, direct flights daily from Heathrow. Some low-cost flights from Luton, so easily reached from the UK. English, widely spoken language. And some of the more specific mining accounts for about 1.5 to 2% of the GDP, has a potential in the next 5 years to double to 3 to 4% of the GDP. It is historically a mining country. Lots of mining dating from the Roman times. Some panelists will maybe speak that in more detail. It's got a really good mining and geological potential. I highlighted in my last bullet point here the geological information system. The Ministry of Energy and Mining in Serbia has worked with the department and the university in Belgrade to develop this system, which can be easily accessed via the link here. Some of the mining market opportunities, I'll try to cover 2 areas. One area is based on coal. Here this week with me we have a delegation from the EPS, which is the biggest electric power utility in Serbia. The 2 gentlemen that are with me this week are top people from the coal production department, so if you want to speak to them, either come to me and I can lead them to them, or meet them during the break. But just a bit of a glance there, for you, Serbia, the EPS produces about 70% of Serbia's electricity via the lignite coal thermal power plants. So it's a big, over 2/3 of electricity produced from coal. So coal is definitely playing a big part in Serbia's electricity production for many years to come. It is looking to invest millions of pounds to upgrade its coal industry. A lot of the funding is coming from the international finance institutions, the EBRD, which we've seen earlier this morning. The representative, they are quite active in the market and have been financing large-scale projects for many years now, and other IFIs as well. Metallic minerals, again, it is a rich mineral asset. Copper, gold, lead, zinc, lithium. It lies along the Tethyan line, the Tethyan belt, which historically has been rich with minerals. And again, billions of planned and active investment projects. here are some of the players in the market, which I will try to speak in more detail. Again, coming back to coal, some of the numbers there: lignite coal reserves estimated at 16 billion tons. The two key mining basins which EPS operates, one in Kolubara and the other one in Kostolac. The Kolubara mining basin, it has 3 active open cast mines and 3 more in preparation to be open, and it's accounting for about 14% of total coal reserves for Serbia. Kostolac, a smaller operation with 1 active open cast mine and with some 3% of coal reserves. Just more numbers there. The current production from EPS open cast mines is about 40 million tons of lignite coal per year. Annual excavation overburden is about 150 million metric cubic meters, and pumping of water through the mine's drainage systems is approximately 52 million cubic meters per year. Some of the things that EPS is currently underdoing and planning to do, obviously in line and in accordance with the EU standards and norms and what the loans they're getting from the EBRD and other IFIs prescribe. It is to maintain a stable production and to keep purchasing the new equipment in order to upgrade its environmental protection and energy efficiency. The other area which they're looking at upgrading is quality management, application of specialized software solutions and other technological models, coal blending. Again, coming back on increasing the efficiency, the projects there are aimed at processing the plant productivities, automation of the open cast mines, mining system utilization, optimization of the mining equipment maintenance, etc. And obviously the big area and the big part is environmental. The projects related to noise and dust protection, recultivation of the devastated area, and social and corporate responsibility projects are just some of the areas the EPS in particular is looking to do over the next few years. Now switching over to the minerals overview. There are about 2,000 metallic mineral deposits and occurrences in Serbia, and you'll find it on the GIS system online. The resource estimates put copper at the top of the list, followed by gold, lead, zinc, nickel, iron, lithium, etc. Currently, there are about 160 companies that are involved in minerals exploration on close to about 250 locations around the country. And according to the mining ministry, there are about 135 approved exploration areas throughout the country right now, and they're working on 40 more that are being prepared. So altogether, quite a lot of areas for exploration, future exploration projects. Several mining projects in the pipeline. Obviously, we've heard a few times the mention of the Rio Tinto, and I believe the representative of Rio Tinto is in the audience as well. It's a big project, Nevsun, but also I think, interestingly enough, we'll hear about some other exciting projects and mining operations that are already ongoing from our panelists, Mineco and Metal Fair, just after my presentation. So perhaps to highlight the mineral projects, again, Rio Tinto, currently in a pre-feasibility stage, a big lithium borate project with mineral resources estimated currently, I think, at 136 million tons. It is a development in 3 key parts. Obviously, the mine, the tailings, and the logistics and the processing plant. In terms of where it is right now, the investment decision is expected in mid-2019, and if it does get the green light, the construction may start by 2020, and operations may commence by 2023. So a bit of a timeline there, if everything goes according to plans. $90 million have been already invested, and obviously if they go into the full construction and operation, the investment potential is in the range of about $1 billion US. The other highlighted project is Canadian Nevsun in Čukaru Peki. It's a significant copper gold deposit, only about 5 to 6 kilometers from the Bor mining complex infrastructure. It's a traditional mining area in the east of Serbia, and with an existence of a big state-owned copper mining operation called RTB Bor. So they're literally next to each other. The upper zone is 100% owned by Nevsun. The lower, much bigger, but at the moment less explored zone is a joint venture between Nevsun and Freeport. The pre-feasibility study and exploration decline start in early 2018, followed by a feasibility study in early 2019, and if all goes again according to plans, the operations of the mine could commence as early as 2022. Over $50 million US invested so far, and potential for the upper zone mine investment are estimated at over $600 million US dollars. These are some of the UK companies that are already present in the market. Lots of familiar names there, both on the equipment supply and on the consultancy supply. I should mention that the projects I highlighted, the Rio Tinto and Nevsun, there are a number of UK companies already involved in providing services to those two companies there. So definitely room for more as the projects develop. Just coming back on the DIT plans and what we have been doing so far in the last several months. We enjoyed the hospitality of MINEX Europe in Belgrade and built a UK mining trade mission to Serbia around the June conference in Belgrade. Also, there was a conference just a week before that in Bosnia. We had people at Katowice mining fair in Poland. Here we are at the road show this week and the ABMEC conference, which we will attend on Thursday in the UK, and we should also be present at the Mines and Money in London later on this month. And we are planning a number of activities in the first half of 2018. So watch this space. That's me. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon.